Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Writing Show Music for Battery Percussion Series. This is episode 9. Today, we are finally going to finish this chart. I promise we're gonna make sure we make it happen. I originally wanted to do this chart in 4 parts, but we ran a little long writing the drum break in the last part. But we're going to soldier on and finish this entire chart today, or your money back. So, basically, we are repeating the A thematic material, and then we're going into a little bit of some eighth note build, and then a 1-5-1 basically ending. So, typically at the end of a chart, if we're repeating material, that is a very opportune time to go into a halftime groove. Okay, for those of you who might not be familiar with what halftime is. Basically, in a normal like 4/4 groove, you accent 2 and 4. Well, halftime essentially takes that out the window and says now you're going to accent beat 3. Okay, it's gonna give the illusion that the piece has slowed down when in reality it has not. So like I said earlier, when you're dealing with a repeat of the thematic material at the end of a chart, that's usually a really good time to include halftime, just a little bit. All right, we're not going to do it for all of these next however many bars, but we're going to sprinkle it in tastefully. All right, it's kind of like it's kind of like seasoning. All right, when you season something, you don't want to have too much of one thing. Like say like it's salt or whatever. If you over salt a piece of meat, the piece of meat might be good, but it's ruined by the fact that there's so much salt on it. So when a lot of inexperienced drumline writers start writing halftime, they think it sounds so cool and everything, and they start trying to do it in every possible scenario, and it becomes too salty. So anyway, I'm gonna stop with the food analogies for now. But so let's write some halftime groove. Yeah. So this this chart is at 160. So I don't want to put 16th note rolls into it, but we've already done sixlets or sextuplets in the bass drums, so I think we can get the other drums involved as well. So we're going to write a paradiddle diddle sextuplet. At least I think we are. We'll find out in a second. Matter of fact, let's find out right now. Let's see. This is live experimenting. All right, let's see what we got. That's really quick. Okay. So we won't do it sextuplet. That's fine. Yeah. So let's just let's get rid of that. Let's just do regular 16th notes. Okay. So here we're going to accent beat 1, obviously, because we're coming out of beat 4. We're also going to be fortissimo and then forte. And then we're also going to put an accent on the and of 4. Okay. And then here's something kind of cool that I like to do off this type of groove where I've got 3 and a 4 and. I'll do 1 E and, but accent the E of 1 and put it as a rim shot. And then let's just finish out the 2-bar phrase, something like that. Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay. So quarter note, quarter note, quarter note, quarter note, half note, half note. Okay. We won't do the AB. We won't. What I'm trying to say is we're not going to repeat too much material in this groove. So we're we're getting a little bit away from halftime right here because we're not accenting the big beat of 3, but we'll bring that back here in just a second. Yeah, that'll work. So 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4. So now we're back. Now we're back to it. Very good. All right, so let's do stickings here. There we go. Okay. I did this this thing, the 1 and thing earlier, way earlier in the first part of the chart. But anyway, so it's just not 3 and a 4 and, it's just 3 and 4 and. But anyway, you get the idea. All right, so back to the matter at hand. Very good. Okay. So let's see, for the tenors, I'll just do a quarter note. I won't worry about the, there we go. I won't worry about the and of 1. All right, so when I'm gonna basically mirror the snare drum part, but one thing I'll show you that you can do that's also really effective is you can do muted rim shots or on drum 4, and it will sound relatively cool. So something like that. Yeah, I mean, you can do something like that and it will sound relatively cool, but I don't like that because it's just I don't like it, so I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to mirror the snare drum part in the tenors at least a little bit. Okay, so I'm done transposing all the snare drum rhythms. I did change one thing. I changed this to and instead of this, just to give it just a little bit more variety. So let's look at the dynamics. So forte here, or fortissimo here, forte here. Okay. Yep, that's good. All right, so now in the bass drums, we will do a very simple or not note heavy thing. And we'll do it mostly with unisons. At least on the odd numbered measures of the phrase. So 1 and 3 we'll have mostly unisons. But here notice I'm not gonna copy this 3 and 4 and with like a rim click unison, rim click unison, just because I don't want things to be too loud, like some drum lines tend to get when they do halftime grooves. They get really excited and they feel really good about themselves, and you know, then they just overplay everything. We don't want to do that. Okay. Okay. I think we'll do something like that. Okay, awesome. So now we will copy. Oh wait a minute, nope, we gotta write the symbols, but we'll copy what we can right now. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna copy 3 out of these 4. Okay, we're gonna remove the unneeded dynamics. All right, and now cymbals will also do a relatively easy pattern for halftime. This is like my all-time favorite halftime cymbal thing to write. Is a sizzle suck on beat 2 into a hi-hat choke on beat 3. We're gonna accent the sizzle on beat 2. Everybody's gonna play it. And all right, since I don't have a crash here, I changed this a little bit. I had fortissimos here and then a fortissimo here. I just continued the crescendo till this beat, but since the cymbals have no articulated note on beat 1, they're going to get to fortissimo here, and then they will come back down to forte here. Okay, very good. And then we'll do quarter note crashes. Find a measure where I can put that from. There we go. Okay, and then copy 3 measures of the cymbal parts. Excuse me. Thank you. Okay. All right. So now we need a fill measure here. Let's see if we can copy something here. Maybe we'll get creative. I like that. That's fine. We won't do a... Maybe we'll put this at fortissimo with no crescendos in the cymbal part. Boom. Okay. So yeah, that's my halftime groove. Just because you're on my computer speakers right now, we'll just wait to hear that until the end of the episode. All right. Now here at 78, I am going to do. I'm going to copy the groove from earlier. That I had at, I think it was 43. Where are we at? Nope, that's still 57. There we go. So we're going to copy all of this here. Now, one thing I do need to mention, I changed this cymbal part right here just to give the cymbal or the overall feel a little bit more motion. You'll hear that at the end. I think it'll sound a little bit better than the last part that I did. All right, so copy all of this. Okay, and then make sure the dynamics work. Yep, very good. Okay. Matter of fact, no, that's fine. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. So yeah, here we got a dropout. So we're gonna not copy those for. So basically, here we've got an 8th note build, and then 1-5-1 ending. So I think what we'll do is we will just write a quarter note, maybe a double stop. Why not? Then a whole note crash. There we go. And we'll accent that note as well in the snare drum. And we'll do fortissimo. Alright, my double stop sticking. Okay. Oh, by the way, bass drums don't do double stops, because it would be really weird. You're hitting the same drum, so, just in case you're wondering why I didn't write a B for both hands right there. But, okay, so I think we're going to outline this with quarter notes in the bass drums, but we're gonna go immediately down to like piano or maybe mezzo piano. What dynamic? The piano. Okay, so okay, so something like that. Boom, and we'll do a crescendo. I don't know why I missed that last drum 2 hit there. There we go. Cool. Okay. Now we won't put anything else in these measures. And then here, I have in my notes that I want to copy 68 and 69. So this was the part that I originally said in episode 8 that I was going to copy later, so I better not go off script with it. So here we are. The prophecy has been fulfilled. Very good. We're all at piano, except for the bass drums. So let's see here. I tell you what, instead of immediately going right to piano, let's go. Let's just do a decrescendo down to piano. Excuse me. There we go. Yeah, so it'll be a little bit loud at the start of it, but I think that'll be okay. All right, so we're going edge to center. Not a big fan of the one and over all these eighth notes. Let's see if we can. I know I've got. Where's the other one? There. Nope. Where is it? There it is. Let's do this measure instead. Okay. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Okay. So now we've got 1, 2, rest 4, 1, 2, rest 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. And then for some reason we have 2 empty measures. So let's get rid of those. Okay. All right. So I think obviously in beat 3, we need a giant accented note just to make sure nobody in the band rushes into beat 4. So we will give them beat 3 with the drums. And then we're going to get faster. Okay, matter of fact, we're going to accent everything in this. Because by now we're at the end. It's time to be as loud as we can be. Okay. And then we'll do something slightly different. While I cherry pick the notes that I copy and paste from. Okay. And then we'll do a rim shot on beat 3. Very good. Yeah, okay. Awesome. So now I'll just write it. Okay. Then I think we'll do a half note regular crash into a choked crash on beat 3. At fortissimo, copy that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll have just side A do the choked crash at the end. All right, I think that's it. Let's make sure that we haven't forgotten anything. Yep, we're good. All right, so thank you for listening through another terrible concert band chart that I write battery parts over. I'm going to export all of this right now and let you hear it, but thanks for sticking with me. I will see all of you in the next one. I don't know what kind of chart I'm going to do or if it's going to be a full chart. But I like doing these videos, so we're gonna keep doing some form of writing over concert band charts, or maybe I'll talk about I don't know. I'll figure it out. But we're not done with this series by a long shot. So I will see all of you in the next one.